Hello! How are we doing? Good evening. Boop. I should probably open Steam, shouldn't I? That might actually be a useful thing to do that might enable me to open the game. Running out of fresh water, use water towers to help supply the city. Yeah, I can do that. In fact, I have, I think, somewhere. What's this mean? Not enough customers. Right. Oh, I remember. There's some sick people over here. Uh-oh, a building is burnt down. Well, there are firefighters. They're probably still stuck on this bridge, though. Which was the one that... Is this the building that burnt down? No, that's the one that burnt down. Is that still... Yeah, that's still green, isn't it? Okay. Where's the bus station? Over here somewhere. There. Oh. I'm liking this. Highly educated young adult. Good to know. I think people are gonna die. I think people are going to die. Time for light rail. Given that this entire street is, apart from like these two guys, is ambulances and buses, you may be right. Oh. Fuck. I thought that was already emptying. Clearly that was wrong. Is this emptying? Yep. What about the zonage? That's a train. I was gonna link. Wait, you're upset that... Hang on. Hang on. Your shops. You are shops and you're upset that I built a road to take people to your shops. Yeah, that's sort of neat. Where's the garbage situation? Not ideal, I think, is the phrase. Any spare room over here? Not really, is there? That seems fine. That also seems fine. I mean, what we really need is more processing over here, I guess, but this is emptying. There's a dead person over there. Let's have a look at this. Where's the... Actually, let's look at our finances first. Because you seem to be getting a decent amount in now. We're still getting fuck all from public transport compared to... They burnt down. Let's have a look at... There's traffic there. Basically, the traffic is bad in a horizontal line, essentially into the city. Everyone wants to come in and no one wants to leave. If we make this place really unpopular, that'll solve the problem, because then no one will want to be here. We just bulldoze the entire no, let's not do that. I think my next city is going to be roundabout based. It's going to be... I'm going to model it after Milton Keynes, I think. Whole grid system based off roundabouts. That should solve a lot of this. Because I reckon a lot of this is caused by these dodgy intersections. What is death care like? Fine. We probably could do with another hospital. Probably do with another hospital, actually. While I'm waiting for some more money to pile up so I can build another hospital. Actually, let's have a look at everything. Electricity is fine. Water is fine. Garbage is basically fine. Health? Yeah, we'll have another hospital soon. Fire safety? Should we have another fire depot? I think the problem with fire safety is, should we have a look? This area is all fine. That's kind of not. This is kind of not. This is. It's all the traffic. I think traffic is the thing that's stopping fire engines from. Apart from down here, actually. Down here, traffic is fine, but it's still at risk, which means there's just not a fire engine, fire station close enough. Which is, when I eventually get around to building this place downwards, which I think I can. Yeah, when I eventually get this bit, that'll be when I can, make this better. Doom soundtrack makes me want to unleash meteors. It's like in the old Sim City when you could summon Bowser and just have him destroy a... I assume that was Bowser and not just a random kaiju. In retrospect, I never really thought that one through. Anyway, when you can summon Bowser and just have him destroy huge swathes of the city. Oh, we need a university, actually. Which we can't do just yet. I was sending robots in the old Sim City. Robots? Which one was that? Because I'm talking about... Tornadoes and volcanoes. I remember there was flooding. And tornadoes and earthquakes and flash... I've already said flooding. And kaiju attack. SimCity for XP. Ah, my only SimCity game I've had was SimCity for Super Nintendo. I was going to look at the rail situation, wasn't I? Elevated. Can I put you there? I don't see why that wouldn't work. A VTuber cake model. I could be a literal cake. That could be horrifying. Okay, now I've done underground station. How do I make them actually underground? How do I do the tracks so they're actually underground? Because surely the whole point of underground is that they don't interfere with... Oh, is a tube finally being made? Because I need to get to the pic... I don't understand why it's interfering everything if the point of it is that it's underground. Apparently we desperately need housing. So I guess that has to take priority? Page down. Oh, thank you. Why is there suddenly such a demand for houses? Well, I'm not complaining, but there's never been this much demand for anything. And page ups go elevated. Ah, that makes sense. Let's go look at something. What was I going to look at? It's literally about to... Water! I want to make sure these guys have water. Oh. While we're on the subject... This should all be zoned as housing. We need to make some gay Bowser clubs. You know what? Why is there not an option for that? Why do I not have a gay Bowser club in my city? That is completely homophobic that that's not a thing. Oops, there's some zoning. Why did the music stop? Oh, because there's like 3 seconds of silence at the end of that track. Fair enough. With that, let me just finish the building of this area. Let's put some commercial up. And then this can be 50-50. No, let's do this all industrial, actually. Do we have enough for that university? Yes, we do. Let's put university. Ooh, it's a big boy university. Right, that should be fine. But 20 people reading? 22 people reading? We got 25... Hang on, that's the gen... I thought there's 25% of our readers are uneducated. Well, good for them, I guess. But no, that's the entire population. It's not terrible. I'm sure that's better than the general population of the UK. Oops. Right. Rail. Where was my... Where did I put my railway? There. Okay. These are the other ends? Aha, right. So this is Elevate. Holy shit, that's a lot of people on fire. Where did I put my other one? Over here, right? That was it? Alright, it's underground, and it still wants to bulldoze the entire city to build it. I don't understand the logic here. I don't understand why I need to demolish the entire above ground bit of the city to build an underground railway. I'm going to leave these blank for a bit. Until I've got some more land available. To bring people onto this side as well. Let's build a fire station. Achievement unlocked Firewatch. Where's... Oh, 5 fire stations. Okay. Ooh, place burning down somewhere over here. Are you close to emptying? Nope, nowhere near. What about the other one that was over here somewhere? 31%? Okay. You'll get there. You're using all 50 of your garbage trucks, right? For the metro. Wait, what? Just burn down the properties and use the... Thought that was a serious suggestion for a moment then. I was hoping you were going to be helpful. Useful even. It is serious. No. Wait, what it... We've got a solar farm here. Isn't that gentrifying enough? a railway that kind of goes through the city. Right. This is gonna be a funny, interesting fucking shape this side. Right, but I do want some officers. Let's put some industry this side. Actually, Zuri, oh, never mind. The game answered the question I was about to ask. Encoding overloaded? What? One sec. No, I've got one CPU core that is pegged at 100. Weird. Well, I don't have enough for Big Daddy Nuclear. That's 200,000. Hey Liquid, how you doing? Welcome on in. I think we're way off being able to just drop 200,000 at once. We've been here for a bit just lurking. Awesome, thank you. Thanks for the lurk. I'm good. I am getting there to understanding some of the things of this game. And one of the things I'm not understanding is metros, but I'll probably end up Googling that at some point. The city is so big, it really is. It really is. Let's have a gander at our city. What if an underground metro around the perimeter of the current city? Yeah, I'd have to buy the surrounding area to be able to do that. And to me, if I'm going to do that, I may as well make it above land. The entire point of an underground is to not demolish the city in order to build it. And to have it in the middle of the city. It's very rainy in my city, isn't it? It's quite a temperate climate. City Skylines Metro guide. Thank you. Can you put that in the Discord and I'll have a read of that probably tomorrow. Yeah, this place is bad for fires, isn't it, actually? Oops. What if... Why can I not build it there? That's roadside, isn't it? Alright, that made everyone happy, so... it seems that even the people who I displaced to do that were completely fine with me doing that. We do have it, however, needs commercial. Should be that one. Beep. Let's do more commercial. That's a railway, isn't it? One downside is when it's like night and raining, I can't really see what I'm doing and what I'm connecting roads to. Hence that one time I ran out of money because I started building into the river. So that's a level crossing. Let's make that level crossing even more unsafe. Whoops, wrong one. Wrong one. Colourful. With mazonage. Do along here, let's bisect it. Make some residential. And see what we need. Yeah, these guys are gonna need water. The bins are fine. Health is not. Very conscious of the fact I'm building all my hospitals in the same region. The same area, like down here. But then the area where all the hospitals are seems to be the area where all the sick people are. I'd expect this bit to be kind of fucked. Or this bit? I assume this is all red. No, it's not red because of traffic. Traffic seems okay. Wow, everyone in this is like, we should just quarantine this bit. Because clearly they're all sick. I'm gonna build. Let's see here. And then build a hospital in the gap. Apparently that didn't help all that much. It's already yeeted out all its ambulances though. Right, you can all live next to the hospital. I'm not sure that was a wise thing to do, actually. There. And actually... I think that's the railway successfully navigated, I think. Let's do that. Let's do that. What do we actually need now? Electricity. What does this water pumping station do? 120,000 meters cubed. And 60,000 meters cubed. Right. So that is worse in every way than this, but this requires a clean river. That kind of makes sense. So I should just stick with building these. And then dump my sewage. Oops. Just to double check, this is 160,000. That's 120,000. Okay. So this is much better than just dumping the raw sewage into the river. And not just ecologically, it actually functions better as well. Really want to build it there. Okay. Oh well. Good to see about building on the other side as well. Oh, the people on Twitter seem happy. Which just implies to me that whoever made this game has never been on Twitter. They never have. Ooh, we need houses. We need houses. You can be houses. You can be a singular house. Why was that all just unzoned? That's weird. What do I need? Electricity. We don't know what that noise was. We can build solar. I can put a solar there. We're now producing 1.3 gigawatts. That is more power than we need to go back in time. Apparently. Let that shape be what it is. There. Let's have another look at our education, actually. I mean, this is looking like we have more demand for offices than industry. Oh, we do need an elementary school, though. and also a high school. University? No, university is good. University is good for now. Probably do with another elementary school though. How's education of townspeople coming? Let me just build this primary school and we'll have a look. We have 29 people using the libraries. We have a decent amount of people who can read. Wait, state. Right, so we've got 76% have a elementary school education, which is not amazing, but it's... Oh my god, this is what... Hang on, this is what uneducated means. This means they didn't pass primary school. Which I only just worked out was 100% minus this. Fuck, that's bad. I thought it just meant like unskilled labor or something like that, not literally can't read. That's a lot better than when you started. Yeah, we're getting there. We did have a tough mountain to overcome. Right, high school, 46%. So it's not... So either of these would be 70. Takes time to educate. So we got... Yeah, so we got like... You know, 54%, right? 54% have got a high school education. Then only 16% are university. But then we kind of expect that, right? Not everyone goes to university. Like there's... And to be honest, not everyone should go to university. It's not a path that is for everyone. Like, different people have different strengths and not... Yeah. So yeah, this kind of makes sense that this is... I mean, there's 14,000 people eligible to go as well, which is a lot. I don't need another high school though. We don't need another high school yet, but we're gonna need one soon. This place is all red, despite... Hang on. This still has like 250 spaces left, so... Well, 60% is a D, so it's close to a passing grade. I mean... That's just stupid, though. Our education is so broken. When we still had letters as our grading system years ago, I think... I mean, a D was a bad grade, right? It was technically a level 1 qualification. It wasn't a level 2 pass. Level 2 pass was a C. So you could get a D or an E actually on 20, 30%. What do they use now if not letters? It's gone to 1 to 9. So the lowest grade is a 1, the highest grade is a 9. Basically, in the old system, you had G up to A star. Yeah, so in the old system you had G, then up to A star, which is like 7 grades. 8 grades, I can count. But they essentially wanted to add a super A star grade because too many people were getting A stars. So they changed the system to be from 1 to 9 instead. Let's just add a ton of shops over here. But yeah, I've taught qualifications. The old A-level physics. The E grades was something like 50%. And the A grade was like 80%. Which means if you got like 5 marks more, you could go from an E to a C. Because all the grade boundaries were smushed together at the top end. It's stupid. It's always fast me how different places around the world approach education. Yeah. Yeah. I'm not going to say that we do it perfectly or even especially well here, but there's some things about the American system that just doesn't make sense to me. I guess the thing about the UK system is even the stuff I don't like, I kind of understand. Even if me understanding it is why I don't like it. There's a robbery over here. I would have gone all A's with that system. What do you mean? What do you mean? You know, in Japan, schools primarily have the kids to clean up the classroom and stuff. Have very few janitors. I mean, we attempt that here, but I think Japan is also culturally very different to here. Like, in this country, people lose their shit if they're expected to, you know, give a shit about anyone else but themselves. We see that all the time with the mask wearing. Like, it's a genuine effort. To the point where people will quite happily inconvenience themselves and make their own lives harder, because to do the opposite, to do things that would benefit themselves, would happen to benefit someone else. And like, fuck, are we gonna do that? Let's make this a really unsafe. And I say unsafe. Yeah, IRL, this would be unsafe. In this game, it just makes traffic flow a nightmare, which probably would IRL, to be honest. But I'm just causing traffic jams. Commercial? Actually, I like the mask. I'm self-conscious about my teeth, so I can hide them. Plus, I can go to the grocery mask. So, yeah. I mean, I don't. I've also found, actually, in winter, actually pretty warm. Like, when you've got that biting cold, kind of nice to have a piece of cloth on you. It's surprisingly effective. Guess we need more. We need a lot of commercial. Which does beg the question, who's going to work in these places? I have a pretty solid biz, that's not really a problem for me. Yeah, I used to. Actually, to be honest, I find wearing a mask... Ooh, I like the lighting. I find wearing a mask really uncomfortable with facial hair. It's itchy and... yeah. That's kind of what prompted me to shave regularly. We need industry, we need offices. I'm just lazy. So you can be industry, You can be officers. There, done. I probably should at least trim it sometime. I have a beard trimmer that I used to use. I used to never actually shave. I used to... Oh, okay. I used to exclusive... Oh. Okay. Anytime I drink, my upper lip stays wet. The worst one is when you drink out of a can and the wrinkle, when you take it away, just yanks it out of your face. That is horrible. Yeah, I feel that. It's not pleasant. Wait, this is going to be the opposite? I just got a straightening comb from Amazon. Can't wait to try out. Interesting. Does this place all have water? Yes. Like a hair straightener in a comb shape. Nice, interesting. That's fine. That's fine. That's... Oh, that's not fine. Would it seem like a good idea in theory? See if I burn myself. Well, good luck. Is this empty yet? Nope. Emptying finished. Woohoo! That should help with a bit of a rubbish problem. I don't know if that helped with our rubbish problem at all. Can I build you? No. No. Fire safety. I mean, it's the same as it was before. This place is all happy now. I'm kind of thinking we should demolish some buildings over here to build a fire station. But what if I buy this area of land? I can put a fire station right there. Ooh, definitely need to buy or build some houses even. Right next to the rubbish treatment plant, but they're building it, so clearly it's not that much of a turn off. You're only using 2 of your 27 trucks. Where's the other one I built? Over here. 7 out of 27. So what exactly is the problem with garbage then? Landfill usage maybe, but I would assume that once we'd if we got to the point where all of our rubbish was being incinerated, then it kind of didn't matter what state these were in. And actually, these aren't that full or much utilized anyway. No, this whole place is green. Teriyaki mayonnaise is still okay to eat like a wheat pasta. Probably. I'll do a smell test. If it smells fine, eat it. If it smells funky, don't. You're apparently having problems with rubbish. What? Crime rate is high, is it? Not really. Your teriyaki is mostly salt. Yeah, salt. Salt's an antiseptic. It can't possibly go off. Right? That's how that works? I feel like I... We're sort of way past the cell. It's only, yeah. You'll probably be fine. Probably. You come from residential zones, level 1, mainly 3 and 4. We have farming and mining. Well, we don't, but they exist in the game. Kind of tempted to get rid of the metro stations until I know what to do with them, because they are costing me money in upkeep. No, we've nearly filled out this quadrant. Oh wait, no we haven't. It got does it? I think it goes all. I think all the way. We own all of this, right? Let's have a look. Yeah. So actually, we haven't touched this quadrant at all. Okay, we're gonna build out this way next. We're gonna deforest this whole area. Well, we're going to build off this road instead of these roads. That's interesting. I'm going to build a big ass roundabout. Instead of bigger, no, big ass roundabout, that's that one. What's happening? I touched a food poisoning? I mean, it's a Sunday night, right? The worst thing that can happen is you don't go to work tomorrow because you're throwing up. That's a win. Well, it's not a win-win. It's not a win-win. Let's not put it that way, but whoa, what did this car do? Fucking hell, look at this. Look at this guy. Walter Adams, what the hell are you doing? I like how there's like no filter onto this lane. It's just whoop, whoop. This isn't safe. You'd have a filter that comes off so you can like do this safely. Oh, we can have highways. You know what I said about I've just found the filter that I was describing and criticizing the lack of. Welp. This one is going to remain empty until I own the bit of land that it's going to go off onto. Actually, you know what? This isn't as bad as I thought. Never mind, this is totally as bad as I thought. From the other side, I thought this would be traffic lights. Which is how I would handle this IRL. No, it is not traffic lights. Albert Highway. Good for Albert. Richardson Boulevard. Graham Highway. Hamilton Street. Flaming Ring. That could be any number of establishments with a name like that. Oops. Right. Let's build some housing. How's your city limits? Oh. Fuck it, let's keep it like that. Katie Morgan Street. Are we just naming these after random citizens? And no, you forgot that you were still building a highway. Hi Rays, how are you doing? We accidentally built a motorway in a residential bit because I forgot what button I was pressing. But I would consider this 2 lanes of parking and 1 lane of driving, right? Let's repurpose this in a way that makes sense. There's a lot of people piling in. I'm sure they'll find it very convenient. I'm sure they will. All these people wanting to turn right. Oh. That's a traffic light. I've discovered the cause of this stationary traffic was in fact a red light. That's a pretty sunrise. Sunrise? Probably. Sunset. Sunrise. Sun something. Okay, that wind farm in the distance. That wind farm in the distance looks kind of nice. Not very effective these days, but looks nice. Back when we needed... How much do they generate? Back when we needed like 2 megawatts or 20 megawatts at a time. Oh, I've not given you water. Do you need electricity? No, we're all good. Hey, Liquid, thank you for giving that gift sub to Raid. I can't talk. Yeah, gift stuff. Gift stuff. Yeah, that one. Yeah, thank you. We've got enough. We've got enough for Big Daddy Boy Nuclear. We kind of don't need it because of our going overboard with solar. But which is, if you think about it, solar is bigger daddy boy nuclear. As in massive daddy boy nuclear. Daddiest boyest nuclear. Got enough for big daddy boy nuclear. Garbage processing seems to be fine. I say just as someone complains about it. I'm going to put hospital there. Am I? What's the areas that need a hospital? Here. Which surely is served by putting a hospital there. Yes? I mean, it didn't seem to do much, but I suspect that's because of the traffic. Again, is this another red light? Difficult to say. No, yeah, that was red. Okay, so that wasn't a traffic jam, that's just red light. That's just traffic lights doing what they're meant to do. Oh, you don't have electricity or water. Well, the electricity thing will have to sort itself out eventually. When I eventually get round to building down here. How hard is it to get a working power station? I mean, do you live in that hospital? People with solar panels on their roofs, are they contributing towards my electricity budget? Not enough workers. Hey Juggy, how are you doing? Look at these rocks purifying the sewage. Isn't that good of them? They're special rocks. Rocks? Rocks. Weirdly, this hospital did seem to contribute to healthcare going up, even though it literally can't be used right now. Okay. Operating at a reduced rate. A swole strawberry. Nice. Like that's abandoned. I thought the solar plant would be abandoned, which wouldn't be good. Oh, we need a crematorium. Cemetery use is 69. Nice. We're slowly getting our, that's a lot of abandoned buildings. We are hemorrhaging people. How's our cemetery? Alright, that cemetery has no more space. That's a high school. That's emptying. That's 43% full. Is that a cemetery? That's a small park with a dead person in it. Why do I find that so funny? Where is the cemetery? That one's emptying. That one's also emptying? Let's see, that might be causing problems if all of our cemeteries are full and need it. Do we normally empty cemeteries? I didn't think we emptied cemeteries. I thought we just tended to build a new one once the land was full. We're losing money. Why are we losing money? Because of garbage expenses, right? It seems everyone's just decided to fuck off. You have electricity now? Yes. This one building served its purpose. Why are we losing money every time I play Sim? Right, from what I gather, we started losing $600 a week because this one hospital had gone a while without getting electricity to it. That seemed to be the cause of all these abandoned buildings over here and us going into the red. This one hospital that had to wait for a bit for something to be built by it before it could get electricity. Never mind, we're losing money again. Why? We're losing a lot of money. Can't place SimCity or this game to save my life. It makes no sense. Yeah, why is our weekly income just fucking gone? Garbage processing is now fine. What's your power production compared to usage? Well, now it's more than double, but it didn't used to be. Death care? God, look at all these abandoned buildings. Okay, you can have a crematorium. Is the rubbish thing still an issue? I mean, not according to this. All this area is green. Is this full? Alright, you can be emptied. What do I want for dinner? I would go with food, personally. What do I want for, one hospital shouldn't take down a whole city. You'd hope, wouldn't you? You get a crematorium, you get a crematorium, everyone gets a crematorium. But are people dying too much? Well, death is always a problem. Healthcare is now very fine. Death care is acceptable. Childcare, elder care have always been fine. Fire safety, police, education is doing alright. Could zone out this area a bit more. Let's make it, I don't know, commercial. Happiness seems fine, even though everyone's fucking off. can't remember where it was. I can't remember where the metro line was. I mean, we're now very, very green. I don't understand what that whole area of heavy deficit was, because now we're making a shit ton of money back again. Like, what? Like, seriously, we're now making 12,000 a week. What? What just happened? I mean, we're soon going to have enough money for that nuclear power plant again. Which I'm kind of glad I didn't buy now. Because that would have definitely bankrupted us in the end. Electricity's fine. Water is fine. Garbage, apart from this guy, is fine. You live right next to like this. Why? You live right next to an incineration plant. Why are you having such trouble? Fire safety. It's okay if you don't live there. And you're not using any of your fire engines, so that's okay. Crime rate is still pitiful. Right, I guess we're just gonna sit and wait for a bit. Okay, right. What's wrong with that garbage collection? I don't know. Everything's telling me it's fine. I swear, this game, everything seems fine, but then the odd thing just puts you into a panic. Like, oh, we're making £10,000 a week. It'd be a shame if that became a £10,000 deficit, wouldn't it? What? From where? How do I fix it? Yeah. How do you fix it? All these abandoned houses that need things. I see why. The thing is though, with all these abandoned houses and shops and everything, you can see why we've got no demand for anything. Like, I presume these abandoned houses will become occupied before shit like this gets built. I mean, this is new. This is new and it's already not being used anymore. I do like these flats, I guess. Like with the little archway going through the middle with the car park in the back. But it's kind of, although if you think how many windows are in this and how many people live here, that is not many cars. That's not much car parking space available, is it? Oh look, little swings. Little swings. God, I wish I mean, I wouldn't use them personally. 31. But I wish our high density residential areas had little swings in the back. I mean, even stuff like this. This isn't registered as anything because it's just unused space. We don't have any green space. Without grass in the middle, you could think they could make more parking. But that's exactly what my flats did. There is no green area at all. Look, they've got a little pool. That's kind of snazzy. That's really snazzy for this. High density residential stuff with communal areas like this. Little sand pits. Oh, this is nice. Because the thing about high density or flats, any blocks of flats, no matter how high density it is, it's always just, here's a building full of people. Car parking space. Then another building full of people and car parking space. Like, it's all functional. And we don't have, in summer, there's like there's occasionally people who have like a barbecue in the car parking outside and sort of navigating the cars for people who want to come and go and whatever. Like, yeah, that's fine. They're using the space that's available to them, but I wish there was an area, just a green park area that, you know, as part of the flat premises that you could use. And these guys, they've got a fucking pool. It's like a beach resort. Which actually, why don't we build like blocks of flats? Oh god, there's a dead person in the university. There's a dead person in the university. And the high school, well, it's just like real life. What was I saying? Yeah, why don't we build, like, flats with the same ideas that we do with, like, hotels and, for, like, holiday makers with swimming pools and shit. You want to make a place that's nice to live for a couple of weeks, make something that's nice to live for a couple of years or decades, you know? Luxury flats, yeah. But, like, not for, like... I mean, if I'm gonna... Alright, so if I'm gonna pay a housing association £300 a month for upkeep of this place, and so is everyone who lives here. Like, we should I feel like we're getting something nice for that. Because it's the economy of scale at that point, isn't it? Like, one person paying £300 a month is not actually that much. But a whole estate of people paying that really adds up. Is that the same as an HOA? If the H and the A stand for housing and association, maybe. I don't know what the O stands for, though. this was my favorite. It's the Gwent song. It's actually called The Nightingale, apparently. I just know it as the song that plays when you play Gwent. Homeowners Association. Ooh, that's a slightly different thing because most people in the housing association don't own the house. Like, there'll be a... It's effectively... I guess it'd be like a chain of landlords. Like if the landlord was a corporation and owned a lot of premises and basically that. In my case, it's particularly complicated because, well, where I am, we have a HOA. I mean, it seems like a similar kind of concept, but for me, it's quite complicated because most of the owners rent out of units. That's sort of similar. So I own a 50% share of my 2-bedroom flat, and then I pay rent on the building that flat is part of. It's basically the only way that millennials can get on the housing ladder in this country. That sounds scarier than a HOA, probably. Although, to be honest, with how individual landlords can be, I own my unit, but still have to pay the HOA fee. Yeah. So, like, if I had a 100% share of my flat, I will still have to pay. I guess my HOA fee will be about £300 a month. Yeah, and upkeep of the building itself and stuff like that. There's a lot of dead people. Oh, we're losing a shit ton of money again. Why are there so many dead people? We're not using... We're not using any of this space. We're using very little of our cemeteries. Water. Oh, 300 for HOA, another 100 or so for taxes. To be honest, I don't know what the taxes are that I pay because they're kind of... In the UK, like, taxes tend to be combined in all of the prices. You don't really... It's kind of opaque. You don't really see what you pay separately. I don't have a landlord, so no rent, which is nice. I mean... You kind of do, because in the way I'm talking, my rent is your HOA. It's the same thing. Like, we're calling the same concept different names, but yeah. Isn't the whole point of a landlord? Shouldn't a landlord take care of taxes? Not sure. In some concepts, yes. In others, no. Yeah, my rent would be like £400 a month plus. Yeah, that's similar to mine. And then my mortgage is about another £300 on top of that. So all in all, that's about £600. Which is way cheaper than anything to rent anyway. Yes. Yes. Before I got this flat, I was looking at renting various places near where I live, and they were all about £800, £900 a month. Whereas here it's... Why are there so many dead people? Whereas here it's like £600 all included. The downside was that the £10,000 deposit you needed to pay up front, which is, I would say, probably the major reason people rent. Well, it is the reason you rent in the first place. You pay more per month because getting that initial deposit is fucking hard. It's sort of worse. Last time I looked at rent, it was like $1,200 to start. Ooh, ouch. Got a net of 0. This unit was 73,000 when I bought it. This is making me want to play The Witcher 3 again. I know I say that every single time, but every single time it does. They wouldn't be happy if I did that. What if we build a elementary school and a major roundabout? Would that make them happy? This is a high school. Those black squares are abandoned houses, yeah. Seems like a lot. Yeah, we had an exodus of people, and we're kind of still losing a lot. They keep complaining about garbage collection, but it's fine. My favorite song is the Blood and Wine theme. Is that the Gauntro Dim? That one. Because I like that one. Building is on fire. Well, the fire brigade are already here, so... No, the Blood and Wine, that's fucking Hearts of Stone. What am I thinking? Either way, I still like that one. Fire safety. There's the one from the trailer. I can't... I remember the trailer. I remember it being a thing that happened. It sings at the beginning, then it's instrumental for the rest. It's not this one, because this song is Calvin Thomas, who is a singer-songwriter and streamer on Twitch, by the way, and gave his permission for his music to be played on Twitch streams. So yeah, he's awesome. Check him out.
Follow the footsteps behind. You'll find me even when it's dark.
Should we build a hospital?
It's only a matter of time until we
That's so nice. Yeah, he's another person who comes up a lot on Shuffle is Sayanoe, who is also a singer-songwriter and similarly also gave permission for her music to be used. But yeah, she's really awesome. And I kind of wish my now playing app was still working, because it would show up everything that was playing, which is the nature of a now playing app. What's that weird smell? Why this? This is what gets me. I don't understand why we've got so many dead people. Like, we've got so many crematoriums and we've got so many cemeteries. Like, why do we have so many dead people piling up and so many facilities to deal with them? It makes no sense to me. It's just, can we, like, I don't know, get more hearses? That seems to be what we need. Spotify free is the worst. I have not used Spotify since university. You should buy another plot of land and make it nothing but cemeteries. Well, let's have a look. Let's have a look at it. Crematorium. Cemetery. It doesn't tell us. It doesn't tell us how many hearses we get. Oh, there's so many dead people. So, what it seems to be is that we have the dead people piling up because the hearses are the bottleneck. Every single cemetery and crematorium has all of their hearses being used. So we could create a whole bunch of overkill. I see what you did there. We could create a whole host of our you know, a whole cemetery area, and it would probably be useful because they'd all send out their hearses. And alleviate that particular bottleneck. It just seems a stupid solution when the actual rate of burning through the bodies or burying them is not the problem. That's 26% full now. That's finished emptying, so now you can... There was another one, wasn't there? Cemetery. There was another cemetery that was emptying. On a forum online where people had a couple of ideas but no actual solutions. Oh, so the same problem as this. Some said it might be budget, some said it might be I think it's traffic. I think traffic also is the same reason there's areas of high risk for fire and stuff like that, and healthcare, because the ambulances and fire engines just can't physically get to them. It's about half, isn't it? Like I said, my next, when I eventually run out of money and this place collapses in on itself, my next city is going to be roundabout based. It will build slower because each junction is going to cost more money, but there's going to be a lot of these around. Not with this road in the middle, that was stupid. But traffic flow should be simple. Because if we have a look at the traffic, it's not amazing. Why is there a traffic jam on this specific spot? What are you two doing? This roundabout's in heavy use. And actually, if we look at the hot spots for traffic, let's look at, I don't know, fire. Oh look, this is the hot spots for fire safety. Reserves. The small grid street pattern seems to work well based on this map. Kind of. Yeah. The idea is sound, but again, if I make all of these little junctions here roundabouts rather than crossroads, as if I found a busy bit. Like this thing here. This is causing problems. And this here. Ooh, fuck. I mean, this road here is blocking off traffic coming this way as well. The roundabouts should eliminate the traffic lights. Are there traffic lights? Oh, there are some, yes. Like this one. Does this count as traffic? Yes. Wait, this is red purely because these guys are waiting at red lights. Never mind, they're waiting at a green light. Never mind, I take it back. They're waiting at a green light. Google Maps said to avoid that road if I want to make it on time to my meeting, so I definitely will not avoid that road because I do not want that. So my solution to both my money and my population problems has just been to wait. I've not done anything for the last 10 minutes. I just sat here talking. Ooh, burned down. Is that landfill site is now full? God, all these abandoned houses and dead people. And that cemetery is emptying. So they have high crime, but also dead people. Make sure you have enough hearses. Oh, we're losing money again. What does this bit mean? Is that day and night?
Let's sit and talk for a while.
I think if I increase the budget here, it gives them more hearses.
Share to share. Your eyes try to paint a picture, but the paint splatters everywhere.
Hey.
Say a word if you can hear me.
Where's the cemetery?
I know your walls are closing in.
We have now got... I didn't do anything with garbage, did I?
Fix the canvas
No.
that you've broken time and time.
That gave them one more hearse.
Open up to me. Straighten the lines that bend.
We have crams. Yeah.
Hurtful people.
We've got a lot of crematoriums. And actually our cemetery usage is very low. The bottleneck is getting the dead people into the dead people places.
To keep their venom from you. Listen for my voice. It's calling you. Open up to me. No need
That only
to
gave them 2 more hearses and decimated our finances.
You don't have to feel this way. Don't be scared this time. I got a smile out of you, but I know that I can make it stay.
Right, let's put that back.
What we did just wasn't enough. We've got to find another way. Don't you worry about the time.
Oh, that landfill site is full.
Loss of you and me.
You should see the problems of big cities only after it's too late to fix with the base infrastructure. Yeah. And the problem is as well, you can predict a lot of this is going to happen. But for example, you can't build a crematorium until you've hit certain like achievements. So you can't preemptively fix the problems either. You've got to be like, you can't build a university at the start of the game. Like, you've got to okay, we're massive. But yeah, you've got to wait for the problem to have already manifested before you can do something about it. In fact, you can't even build a cemetery at the start of the game. Is this an abandoned hospital? No.
their words to keep their venom from you.
Does the game have a creative mode, so to speak, that unlocks everything from the start? I don't. Not that I'm aware of, but then I'm not aware of much, so. I mean, it's worth remembering, though, that our finances are fine. Like, we can afford to have times like that where we're losing money. As long as they stay temporary. You can set it to unlimited money, which is basically creative. Okay. But does that... Could I say have my first building in the game as being a university if I do that? Because, as you say, money isn't the issue. Like, you can't build a hospital at the start. The unlocking bit seems to be the issue. Yeah, and it's the planning for things that are inevitably going to happen that is what I would do if this were real. I do not like... This isn't just a game thing. I don't like being reactive to issues that you can see coming. Just gives you ways to build out and quick, like about lots of plots, yeah. But to be fair, the first time I played this was... Okay, what the fuck is with our finance? Why are we suddenly making 25 grand a week? Let's put that up until we start losing money again. Let's do what Joe Biden would not. Fucking healthcare. Also education. Also every fucking thing else. What was I saying? That cost us... about 12 free healthcare and no student debt, pretty much. Wow, that's really costing us everything. Let's put you back down. So really that was more of a cash injection. On PC, there's a dev console that will allow you to enter commands. Interesting. I do like cheating. We built some industry. We've not built some industry for a while, have we? We had to go for longer than Nintendo is back. Welcome back, Juggy. We're building some industry. Those abandoned houses ruin the whole neighborhood. Whose responsibility is it to demolish them? The housing association's responsibility to sell them. Just saying. We've got 266 people coming in. Surely we can make use of them. Completely coincidentally have new emotes. Well, fun. Good for you. And your emotes. Still a lot of dead people. Let's see if I can raise the budget just a smidge more. Beep, 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 beep. What if we defund the police? Thanks from Lex Luthor, they were free with my subscription to... Right. He does look a lot like Lex Luthor, doesn't he? It's not just me... Bulldozer and build Soviet... Well, I'm currently defunding the police and using the free money to, well, it says healthcare vehicles, which in this context really means hearses. Because we kind of don't need ambulances, we need hearses. What's happened to police? That's fire. Crime rate is still fuck all. Right, do we need officers? That's good though, you need hearses. Yeah! So healthcare is very, very good. Kind of overbuilt, actually. Cemetery use is very low. Crematoriums are very available. But again, because I think we were trying to solve the problem of not having enough hearses by having too much space to deal with them once the hearses had arrived. We've got a lot of children and seniors, but their health is fine. How's the crime rate? It's 6%. Gone down to 5%. We really did not need the police to be as well funded as they were. Take butt Pia. Fewer production facilities should hire more people and thus produce more electricity with a higher budget. So given how overbuilt all of this is, I mean, this is costing us $8. You can be more officers. Trying to move to Cake-topia for the cheap real estate and free healthcare and education. You just move into one of these abandoned buildings. Like this. With a what seems to be a French flag for some reason. Bonne vieux c'est la maison le whatever the word for cake is. Is that the French flag? That looks decidedly Irish from where I am. Nope, I do not want to time you out. That's the wrong button. That flag looks decidedly Irish from here. Gâteau. Correct. That makes sense. Not to be confused with the Spanish gato, which is a different word entirely. And you're just colorblind. I'm pretty sure I'm not. We need more industry. How do we have such a need for... Right. And then the rest can be offices. I used the wrong yacht. No, it isn't. Yes. I'm aware that it's Irish. Okay, that was an interesting tweet we just saw. Genetically manipulated corn grows 3 times faster than regular corn. Organic food lobbyists hungry for negative impacts. Hashtag GM foods. That could be a real tweet, actually. I like this. Why did I do this curvy thing? I don't know why I did this curvy thing, but I'm liking it. I know why I did this curvy thing. This was to circumnavigate a railway. Which is somewhere. There it is. Most foods grown today are genetically modified. Also, how do you define genetically modified? Does selective breeding count? As if selective breeding counts literally everything. Literally everything is GM in that case. Without GMOs, farmers would go broke and people would starve. Yeah. That's the thing. Like, anything that alters the genetics of a plant counts under the classification of GMO. Which means if you marry someone because you like their eye color and end up having a kid that inherits their eye color, you just made a genetically modified kid. Especially if you do that for successive generations, which actually, to be fair, is a bit weird. Look, accidental high street I made. Okay, they are making the odd office here. Okay, let's do some more offices. That's not offices. Under the way we classify plants and crops, most humans are also genetically... Yeah, I can see that. It's kind of how evolution inherently works. Yeah. I mean, all selective breeding is taking evolution and doing it manually. They've got... Actually, no, they're seeing patients now. They are using half of their ambulances. It's fine. Yep, there's a lot of Witcher music in this playlist. It's mostly video game soundtracks. Mainly for DMCA reasons. I figured if they're gonna start DMCAing streams because of video game music, then Twitch has bigger problems. Interestingly, YouTube does do that. YouTube demonetizes most of my VODs because of video game soundtrack music. Which means if you want to be a Let's Player on YouTube, get a Patreon. Because you will not make money from YouTube. At all. End of. That's so stupid. Yep. I've had Nier Automata music being claimed. I've had Doki Doki Literature Club soundtrack claimed. I've had Undertale music claimed. Like, from publishers and devs you would not expected it from. But TLDR is, if you put music on, well, if you play video games on YouTube, it will be claimed. So if you do YouTube Let's Plays, have a Patreon or some other external means of monetization. I expect that crap from Disney, not the smaller devs. Yeah. Crime rate has got up to 11%. Is there a crime map? Yes. The university is on fire. I didn't do it. Well, it's no longer on fire. Looks like the fire brigade got there as soon as I noticed it. I like that sign. Just play the game muted. Who was it that did that? Was it Jambo? I think it might have been Jambo. He played a game muted and recreated all the noises with her mouth. Here they came, private bids too. I'm not sure about private bids. I've not uploaded a private bid in a long time. They do claim those. Okay. Home Improvement Center. Abandoned. I mean, look, we're making 30 grand a week. And not long ago we had a deficit. Let's build offices here and here, and build some industrial here. It seems industrial is what we really need right now, mainly because it's commercial and like it's commercial and residential that's abandoned, and I presume people are moving into these abandoned houses. Like, I swear the number of abandoned houses has gone down somewhat. I uploaded fan edits for ease of use privately. Every single one of them has been blocked in some way. It doesn't matter since I can still watch them by myself. Yeah. 42% full? I think another thing I might do in my second city. That's now done. I will set the budget for healthcare and garbage collection high from the start and build fewer facilities. Because again, I think my bottleneck for garbage has not been... Okay, maybe it is processing. Maybe it is processing. Maybe it is processing. Yeah, we're definitely building offices first, aren't we? Large SD cards, so I download them to watch them off my Xbox. Nice. We're building houses. We are still building houses. Why, when there's houses that are in the old parts of the town that are... Electricity we are extremely good for. Same with water. Yeah, third SD card with a modern Vita. Fun. I've never used a Vita. I don't think I've ever seen a Vita in the flesh. Right. That slightly increased our garbage processing. Healthcare is good. Fire hazard is for some reason gone down slightly, probably because there are fewer people here than there were. Crowd rates are still pretty low. We need to build an elementary school, clearly. Ooh. Put you there. We probably need to... Oops. Let's build another school as well, because our elementary availability was not great. And we can make these residential. High school, shit, we may as well. Oh, we need another elementary school. Okay. Actually, you changed my mind. Let's put this back up. Each elementary school. What's the capacity of an elementary school? 300. We've kind of got a population level where we're having to build 1 million of these elementary schools because they don't have very many like people available to. I mean, 300 is small for a school. What's a high school? 1,000. I'm pretty sure my secondary school had about 2,000 people in it. That's pretty small. University. I think we're okay for universities. My high school was 45,000 students and 1K staff. Yeah, that's like 4 times what we're, 4 to 5 times what we're getting here. Actually, let's build in some of the areas we just made already. So you get an elementary school, and let's make this all residential. Let's enter a private school, so maybe that. No, I would expect that to be the opposite. Personally, I would expect a private school to have fewer students than a state school. Well, we've got negative again, somehow. It's not day-night cycle, is it? We're not spending more at night than we are in the day? That seems odd. My high school is basically medium-sized college campus, but that's... I'm sure my secondary school is a couple of thousand. That's not the button I wanted at all. Right, here we go. Let's do a big-ass road. Actually, we want a roundabout off this main road, don't we? This, okay, roundabout. Large roundabout. Let's stick you there. And I want a U. That's not the shape I would have automatically done, but that's the shape that it made available for me. Wait, why? What the fuck? Why is it going that way? That's what I wanted to do. That's what I was trying to do. Except, again, I didn't want it to be that shape, but sure. Let's just call this a traffic calming measure, shall we? And it's, I'd say it's calmed the traffic because look how slow it's going. We apparently need some residential, so sure, let's put some there. I'd hate to live there. Traffic would be a nightmare. Traffic would be a nightmare everywhere. Mayor just announced that, hang on, our beautiful city won Most Attractive City Award. Good for me. Announcing that about my own place. I really like this bit of Celeste, by the way. Because this bit of the soundtrack is the other part of the soundtrack played backwards. Buildings have a lovely charm. They really do. And there's, when you play this game, you hear a whispering. Like you hear a woman whispering. And you can't really make out any of what she's saying. And it turns out she's speaking backwards. As in, it's being reversed. And I found a video on YouTube that took that track and you can understand what she's saying because they play it backwards and it's really quite cleverly done. Like, you can go without forgetting my meds for the rest of the year and have less than 3 meltdowns based on me getting angry over tiny things. Look for doing a TwitchCon. That seems fun. Right, should we make you industrial? Question. I have a question. You work here. You live in the city. How do you get to work? How do you get to your work here if you live in the city? You leave 3 hours early. And what? You walk? You're gonna have to walk. Unless you plan on taking the train to this city that's over here. Oh, shut up. You've got water. Well, you can't drive, can you? There's... The only road that leads here There you go. I've met. This isn't what this filter is for at all, but it seems the only way to get to here. I've had another thought. Let's build a normal road. Actually, let's not build a normal road. Fuck it. It's a pain in the ass, the loop that it's... Well, I'll give you that. For fuck's sake, stop it! There. How do I build a... That's a toll booth. How do I build a bridge? Like that. That's how. There, fuck it, it'll do. Are these people still without water? Oh. Because I missed. Need some residential, apparently. Got an underground road. Oh. I could have sworn I selected this road, but never mind. Who is still complaining about water? Right, that burned down. Hey, you're now done emptying. Yeah, another house burned down. I think that's, when I say house, that was industry, that one. I don't think anyone is complaining about water. Well, they are. They're complaining on Twitter, which there's no actual water problem. This is just like Twitter, to be fair. God, look how much traffic is backing up. This is not a curve I would design. What's the crime rate? It's actually lower than it was earlier. So electricity is... Right, never mind. Our electricity has gone up. Just as I'm about to build a nuclear plant, we decidedly don't need it anymore. Do we need residential? Because there's a lot of residential at home that we're not eating. I mean, crime stays low when people have proper education, healthcare, and basic shit. Yeah. And you defund the police. Just saying. I think we could afford to have another hospital. If we can find somewhere to put it. Do you have water? Yes. Do you have electricity? Surprisingly, yes. Death care has gone dramatically down since I upped the health budget. Which now I say that out loud is pretty obvious. I put a fire station there. It's kind of low anyway, but we'll see if that does any good. Education, elementary is okay. High school could do with another one. University could also do with another one. You're a metropolis. We can now build an airport. Which is only 150,000. Actually. How big a footprint is it?
Liquid_fire 88 cheered. X1 0.
Ah, thanks for the bits. Slope too steep.
Liquid_fire 88 cheered. X9.
Ah, thank you. I'll put you down there. Did I put my airport there? Alright, that's very unrealistic. That is extremely unrealistic. Because no one's happy about living under a flight path. No one ever responds to getting an airport built outside their house with joy. You can be industrial. Not sure how useful that would be, but you can be residential. On the plus side, their taxes will probably go down due to decreased property value. Well, I need more money. I need them to pay more tax. So should I make all of this residential? I guess commercial makes sense, right? You want to... People who come in off the plane, you want them spending money on shit. Right? Just naively, that makes sense to me. What do you want? Industrial? Let's do industrial into here, then offices for the rest. I'd make more money than property taxes from homes in that local. Yeah. Although I make more money in general from, like, homes are by far and away my biggest source of income, which is probably why my money's doing that all the time, because I get, as soon as I get an exodus of people, or a load of people die, or get a bunch of abandoned buildings or something, that income just goes and disappears. And then when it fills up again, I get a ton more money back. So that'll be why my income's going all over the place. But on the flip side, I'm building what I have a need for, as I have a need for it. Does this runway function? I mean, runways tend to be more than that, right? Like, see, their taxes are so high, though. Cheap education, low crime, good healthcare. Yeah, I mean, I think it makes sense. I wouldn't mind. Well, I would mind living here purely because the roads are shit. They're being built by a complete dumbass. Oh, whatever. Cheap housing for all. This was unallocated. Oh, that was a mistake. Let's unallocate you. All that stuff needs funding from somewhere. If the roads are worst about a city, you're doing a great job. Well, the roads are terrible. We need power. If we could build housing up to here to just get these two things to have power, that would be wonderful. I don't want to place a nuclear power plant. What if... Is that enough? Will that work? Yes. Then I could demolish it as soon as some buildings get made. I feel like putting a nuclear power plant next to an airport is actually a terrorist attack. See, now we can demolish that. Because I think it would be testing the physics of the, not the physics, but the simulation. Oh, fuck you. Right, the airport is bringing in $150 a week. And it's costing us $5,000. Economics. To enjoy a good simulated stress test. We did need industrial for a bit. No, I think we got this. I think our citizens have conspiracies they're in a simulation. I would be disappointed if they didn't. We have a plane! We've got a plane. It's carrying 34 people. Got 15 people. That's right. Never mind, it stopped making us money. The Witcher music makes this funny. Why? Aren't you used to seeing planes in The Witcher? That's safe. Wouldn't you want to live there? Let's build some industrial. I think I forgot the boss battle where Geralt fights a griffin on top of a Southwest Islands jet. Exactly. Are you an ambulance? Transporting a patient for treatment. Are you the follow button? Yes. Is this ambulance leaving the city? No? I mean, I guess this means the bypass I built is working, right? They're using the high-density external road system instead of, oh shit, that was nearly an ambulance crash. Oh, you've gone back to the hospital. Okay. What's the crime rate like? Alright, it's gone up a bit. Oops, wrong thing. Policies. I don't really. A couple of these I did fancy, like the smoke detector one, completely bankrupted me immediately. So yeah, not gonna do that. Low density commercial buildings double their sales. High density commercial buildings double their sales. Zone. Let's have a look. Free fries you forgot. Oh, no. I was like $120 with also a smart detector that links to my network and also just COT detection. Nice. Yeah, I did attempt to use that perk. I did attempt to use that perk for fuck it. I see people seriously robbing an incineration. No, it's that building, isn't it? Is it? Oh, it's this one. Okay. Water. Oh, you know what? Fair enough. Water is fine. Garbage is mostly okay. Healthcare is not great. Okay, let's build another. What are you talking about? You've got water. You have water. What do you... Right. Let's build a hospital. Hmm. There? Let's check this back in a few minutes. Death care is fine. Child care is fine. Elder care is fine. I don't understand how you don't have enough water. Literally everyone around you does. What? Why do you not have water? Oh, you're in that... You were in the one triangle that didn't have water in this whole area. That was bad luck, wasn't it? Why do we have demand for residential when you're not using any of the residential that's here? Trying to fill a leaking swimming pool. May as well have been. I feel like we're gonna make some people unhappy. Yeah, this realistically isn't going to be anything useful, is it? I like how people are already using this road, even though I guess it does bypass these traffic lights, doesn't it? I'm thinking I'm not going to link these two roundabouts together again this way because there's already this connection, so what would be the point? What I'm tempted to do is build out around here, and then when I get this area, then I'll link them to two different bits of the city that way. That's what I'm thinking. Most of the crime of this area of the city seems to have gone down. Apparently need more commercial. Electricity seems okay for now. Alright, let's do some water. Back with your newly hot fries. Nice. And sewage over here. Can we build sewage over this way? How did that decrease the sewage treatment?
One place that hasn't been corrupted by capitalism.
Hey!
Space.
Hey, how are you doing? Thank you so much for the raid. How are we all doing? We are playing City Skylines to Doom music. Why not? We've nearly bankrupted the city twice, but somehow we keep bouncing back. And right now we're dealing with a load of shit. By which I mean I'm doing some sewage plant maintenance. Let's not look at the color of the water over there. Implications are disturbing. Oh, we need, speaking of water. Woo. We got an airport though, and we very nearly built a nuclear power plant, but that was just before everything went tits up, so I'm kind of glad I didn't. Because that would have left us with no money when we really needed that buffer. The D to S river watercolor is very concerned. Yeah. Well, as long as I put my water collection up here and my water dumpage down there, and not the other way around. And to be fair, we have moved on from dumping, well, we are still dumping raw sewage into the water, but more of it's being treated. I'm trying to avoid putting more raw sewage in there than we already are doing. Again, that's another thing. We were talking about this earlier. We were talking about how certain things of the city unlock when you get a certain population. I would have quite liked it if from the very beginning of the game you could build a sewage treatment plant rather than just dumping it straight into the water. Because I don't like that as a concept. I feel like we could put housing there, but we're not. Like, the game is telling me there's a, I mean, not a good demand, but still a demand for residential that we're not really. Oof. That's a well-designed road. My favorite thing about this city is the roads. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at traffic. That's fun. That's fun. That's fun. Basically, if you live in this city and you don't live down here and you don't also work down here, you're kind of going to be sitting in a car for a long time doing not an awful lot. And only end up digging a small artificial lake in an out-of-the-way corner and dumping it. That's a good idea. Didn't think of that. That would work. I mean, this works. We've got a river. We've got one section for getting water, one section for dumping it. As long as you don't live downstream. Yeah, as long as you're not the next city down. because the brown is viscerally awful to think about. It really is. It really is. And I guess what I could do, I could remove all of these and replace them with sewage treatment, and that should in theory make the brown water turn blue again. In theory. But I don't think I'm going to do that, because that's money I could spend on other things. What I do think, though, is that this is probably a good time to end stream tonight, because it is unfortunately 1 in the morning on a Sunday. Oh, I should say a Monday. So let's get out of here. Let's see who's streaming. And let's see what... Ooh. Restore this tab. Let's see who's about. And who's... Oh, Firefox, come on. Firefox, what are you doing? Raid time, it is. It is raid time. So many people online. There are so many people online. Oh, decisions. I hate making decisions. I hate making. Let's see. What's Mia doing? Mia seems to be playing a visual novel that I'm not familiar with. Let's go raid Mia. Let's go. There's my raid button. God. Let's raid. Oh, fuck. Alright. Let's get some raid messages up. Copy and paste the one that has the emotes you can use. So the first one if you're a sub, second one if you're not a sub. And hopefully I'll be back tomorrow where we will hopefully not kill everyone with raw effluence. Have fun. Good night. And I'll see you then.